Ah, the latest Marvel movie trailer. We love seeing trailers and promotional art and searching for clues about upcoming movies. Sometimes things change after the trailers come out, and figuring out what to tease us with can be tough. But were some characters actually edited out of the latest Endgame trailer? Let's find out. Every time a Marvel movie trailer comes out, we look forward to seeing our favorite characters back in action once again, but considering how Infinity War ended, you can't blame us for desperately scanning the Endgame trailers for hints that our favorite heroes are still alive. During the first trailer, our collective minds were blown to see that AntMan was not only alive, but clearly outside of the quantum realm, where we saw him trapped at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp. This time around, with a second Endgame trailer, we were relieved to see many familiar faces. It's less about who we do see and more about who may have been missing. There were two instances where the spacing between the actors seemed a little bit off, almost as if someone else was supposed to be in the scene, but was omitted last minute for some reason. The first one of these potentially meaningful moments occurs when we see Steve Rogers, Bruce Banner, Natasha Romanoff, and Rhodey walking through a field at night, seemingly looking at something off-screen. But look at the space between Bruce and Rhodey. In this carefully constructed scene, the spacing between these two characters is way off compared to the way the rest of the people in the scene are standing. Then we have a scene near the end of the trailer where we see our confirmed remaining heroes walking through Avengers headquarters. Once again, there's a similar looking gap in the single file line the characters are walking. There's a gap between War Machine and Ant-Man, and it seems as though Hawkeye is walking next to War Machine. Is this just an instance of bad pacing, or was someone omitted from the final version of the trailer? One instance of odd spacing might be something we could write off, but two seems quite unusual. It makes it seem all the more likely that Marvel Studios decided to omit a character from the trailers at the last minute. With all of their movies, Marvel's notoriously careful about avoiding spoilers. It's a delicate balance between providing fans with enough information and keep them interested and build anticipation, and giving them so much the movie isn't a surprise when it's released. It's one Marvel has seemingly mastered over the years, but it's fair to say the stakes have never been higher. Avengers Endgame has been hailed as the end of an era, and a total game changer as far as the MCU is concerned. There's no denying that whatever the ramifications of Endgame are, the Marvel Universe is never going to be the same afterwards. Even the name of the movie was a closely guarded secret for quite some time, so it's not surprising that Marvel Studios is going to be especially careful when it comes to the trailers for Endgame. Every single detail has to reveal the perfect amount of information without showing its hand too much. It's possible that Marvel Studios was thinking about revealing a character we hadn't yet seen confirmed for Endgame, and decided against it at the last moment. So who was the mystery character we almost got to see during the Endgame trailer? One obvious choice would be Captain Marvel, who was also conspicuously absent from the first trailer. Carol Danvers joining the MCU is a big deal. She's going to be the first female superhero to get her own standalone movie, and Marvel Studios has confirmed she's going to be far more powerful than any of the other superheroes currently in the MCU lineup. Her appearance was teased at the end of Infinity War, when Nick Fury seemed to be trying to contact her before being destroyed in the decimation. Fans were surprised not to see her the first time around, and perhaps even more shocked she was missing in the second trailer. We did get a Captain Marvel teaser trailer, which also aired during the Super Bowl. Maybe the original plan was to tease her during the Endgame trailer, but then the plan changed to give Captain Marvel her own trailer instead. If that's the case, maybe they figured this would be the ideal way to get us excited about Captain Marvel, without overloading us by having her in the Endgame trailer as well. But of course, there's no shortage of contenders for who could be missing from the second Endgame trailer. Another popular guess is Loki, who we saw seemingly perish during Infinity War. That scene really stuck out in a lot of people's minds, because something just seemed off about it. As Thor pointed out later, Loki does die a lot, but he usually does so because his carefully constructed plan has been foiled, and he's been totally bested. This time, it was just awkward, and frankly, his actions were off-putting and out of character. He seemed to declare himself Odin's son while looking meaningfully at Thor, pledging his undying loyalty and then trying to weakly stab Thanos with a knife. Having Loki casually show up in the Endgame trailer would definitely have gotten people talking, but maybe Marvel decided it would just be way too much of a big reveal for a trailer. Then we also have Shuri, whose fate remained uncertain following the events of Infinity War. We did see her picture displayed along with Peter Parker and Scott Lang, who were presumed dead. But as we all know, Ant-Man's very much alive. If she survived the decimation, it wouldn't be too crazy to think that she would travel to New York in order to help out the remaining heroes. But maybe this was something Marvel decided to keep to themselves for now. What was your take on the second Endgame trailer? Are we reading too much into things, or was a character edited out of the final version? If so, who do you think it was? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more MCU content. Thanks for watching.